Hi, how's everybody doing today? We're playing Sammy's music in the background as we get started. And I'm going to find the post and get us live so that I can see everybody's comments. So I want to thank all you guys for joining me. It is so great to be here Monday night. And the music playing in the background is my nephew, Sammy Rash. He is so awesome. So I'm folding this in half. I'm going to lay this down into the Bowdabra. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, okay, you can lower it now. And I'm going to take my burlap ribbon. And I have about 3 yards of my burlap. And I'm going to, hi Gloria, hi Sally, and we're gonna just twist it and put this down into my Bowdabra. So we're gonna make a nice big bow here. Can you turn it a little lower, Sessa? And this was his song, High on Life by Sammy Rash. And I'm so excited because I can play the music in the background as I'm doing the live. So we have a little bit of music. Thank you, Pam, for spreading the love, and Gloria from Connecticut. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited. And at the end of the show tonight, we will be giving away a free roll of our Bowdabra Scrunchy ribbon. So, and Sally, thank you so much for sprinkling. So I'm just gonna fold that back and twist. And hi, Joe, and hi, Edna. Oh my gosh, everybody's joining me tonight. I'm so excited. And now I'm gonna just push this back in here. And what you guys all know, it's really funny, I was talking to someone and they said I need to be more inclusive and diversified on the Bowdabra, on our language in the Bowdabra. So we are absolutely inclusive. You can use any kind of ribbon that you want in the Bowdabra. And we're sustainable because you can use your scraps of ribbon. So I just thought I would share that. And now I'm just gonna twist it. And you're from, let's see, Charlene from Louisiana. And if you guys see me looking over there, it's because I'm looking at the comments so that I can see who's joining us and say hi. We're also on YouTube tonight. So if you're joining us from YouTube, Tessa will let me know because I can't see the YouTube comments. So now I'm just folding, and Tessa is behind the camera tonight. So definitely everybody say hi to Tessa. And Gloria, thank you so much for sprinkling and sharing. I really appreciate when you guys share because that's how we get the name out and Bowdabra out there. And I want to thank everybody who's been ordering ribbon from Bowdabra.com. That all the orders at Bowdabra.com really help us to cover the costs of doing the lives and all of the videos that we do. So we're gonna twist this, fold this back over, and I'll just leave a little tail there. Take my wand and give everything a good scrunch. So everybody's saying hi to Tessa. Awesome, thank you. And you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna be giving away a roll of our scrunchy ribbon. So I'm actually gonna use scrunchy ribbon in the middle of this. So I'm gonna take a piece of my scrunchy, maybe about 1 yard, and cut it. I'm just gonna scrunch everything down. And this is what you'll win. And this is a really cool ribbon. It's all hand cut and it's made specifically for Bowdabra. Scrunch that down in there. Give everything a really good push. And pull this up here. And I'm gonna pull it through my slip knot. And we have some really cool things on the program that we use to go live so that we can switch the camera back and forth. And we even have sound effects. And so if you hear an applause in the background, that's the sound effect from the eCam, which is the program that we use so that we can go live. So Janet, you've never used the scrunchy ribbon. It's a really cool ribbon, and you can see here how I'm kind of like scrunching it, it kind of adds a different sort of a center. So we're just gonna fluff this out, and then, so if you hear music in the background, I'm very proud of my nephew, Sammy. He's only 20 years old, and he's on tour right now. So it's really very cool. His name is Sammy Rash. So yes, I am doing a proud plug for Sammy, my nephew. So now you can see how pretty that comes out. And you can see with the little scrunchy ribbon in the middle, it adds just sort of a flair to it. So I'm gonna take this bow and put this aside. And we have Cindy from Florida and Sandra from Oklahoma and Edna. It does add the different, yeah, I know, I love it. And we have Sammy's website. Okay, we're doing shameless plugs for Sammy, but I'm allowed. I'm a proud aunt. So now I'm gonna just take some Bowdabra Bow Wire and oh, this one was already cut. And we're gonna actually make a wreath. So I'm gonna tuck the ends underneath. And thank you, Gloria. And Shirley from Michigan, thank you for joining us. So now what I've done is I've taken our burlap, and this burlap actually comes in our spring ribbon kit. In fact, everything I'm using in this bow does. And I'm gonna cheat. You could use a glue gun for this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just finish wrapping it, and I'm gonna just take my Zot and, whoops, I put this in the camera where you can see what I'm doing, and finish it with the Zot there. And I'm gonna let this lay here like that because I'm not really concerned because that's gonna get covered with the bow. So I'm gonna put this aside. And now I'm gonna take my florals. We're just gonna lay these down into the Bowdabra. And we'll take these and lay these down into the Bowdabra. And I'm having them, these will face down and my bow will be up here on top. And we're just going to lay this down in here. I love having the music in the background. Lay that. And then now I'm gonna take my green ribbon, which again is from our, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna put these in after so you can really see them. So I'm going to just twist it. And again, this is from our spring ribbon kit. And we'll fold this back over. BJ Jones. BJ was our winner last week from California. I think she's from I want to say Pleasanton. So we'll twist that if I remember correctly. And we'll fold this over and twist. Thank you, Jen, and I know I love the music. It is very relaxing. And we'll twist, fold it, and twist, and scrunch everything in here. And then I'm gonna take my yellow ribbon, and we're going to just twist it. And so as you see, I'm kind of shaping as I go, so that it makes it a little bit easier at the end to shape everything out. Oh, I did remember correctly. Awesome, BJ. And fold this back. Fold this back over here. And fold again. And fold back. And do one more loop. And then I'm gonna just add my yellow flowers, lay those down. What I love about this is you can just put all of your florals and everything directly into the Bowdabra, so you're not struggling with it later. And then I'm just gonna lay my little flower there. And I will take my wand. And now as you can see, the towers kind of come together a little bit here. So I'm just going to fluff it down. Scrunch it. Hi, Janice. I love when you guys come on, and I also love when you're watching the replay and you let me know that you watched the replay and where you're from in the replay, because I do go through and look at the comments. So we're going to pull this really tight, pull it out, and separate the ends, bring it around to the back. That's what I love about our Bowdabra Bow Wire is you can just tie it. It doesn't hurt your fingers, and it's strong. Linda, thank you. I do love the colors as well. So now I'm just going to puff out my bow here and here. So, and again, I want to thank everybody so much who have ordered from Bowdabra.com and with our ribbon sale that's going on. And because we really appreciate it, because that helps us to fund all of the videos and everything that we do. So now you can see this beautiful bow. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually tie it onto my wreath. So I'm just going to bring it around here and I'll turn it over. I love that you taught me to do that. Oh, thank you, Pam. Yeah, it makes it so much easier so you're not struggling. And I'm going to actually knot this to give it a little bit more strength. Sometimes I'll just tie it on with and now we have our beautiful, super simple wreath. So isn't that fun and so easy to make? Thank you, Janet. So now I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to make a flower in the mini Bowdabra. So we have all of our ribbon here, and I'm going to take my Bowdabra Bow Wire and see if I can find my scissors. And now I'm going to fold this in half, lay this down into my mini Bowdabra, and just tuck the ends underneath. Thank you, Edna. And Miriam, thank you. So now for this ribbon, we're just going to cut points. So I'll scrunch this down in here and crunch that down and put this one in. And then for the flowers, we have our beautiful, this is the Amelia ribbon. That's kind of like a silk, but not quite a silk. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start again. I actually want to put this in here before I start putting my silks in. And now I'll put my silk in. And put another silk in here. So what I love about these flowers are they're so, so simple. And I want to thank you guys all so much for commenting and participating in our lives and also on the replays, and for joining us and subscribing to both our YouTube channel and our Facebook channel, or following us on Facebook. It's different language for every social media. Now scrunch everything down in here and take the wire, I'm going to pull it through my slip knot. And I just love these flowers, can be so pretty if you add them to a wreath. I'm going to separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and tie a knot. Rhonda from Ohio, awesome. Cat, the big bow can make, the big Bowdabra, I could make this in the big Bowdabra if I wanted. The big Bowdabra can make hair bows, but not the little tiny hair bows, but I'll make a hair bow in the big Bowdabra right after I finish this little bow here. So you can see how really pretty this comes out. Our little flowers here. Bring this up here. So isn't this so pretty and so super, super simple to make? And you could actually, this would be really pretty if you tied it onto a hair clip, and you could make a really pretty little hair bow. So I'm going to take this, put it aside, and I'm going to show you how to make a hair bow in the regular Bowdabra. So I'll grab my pretty unicorn hair bow ribbon, and I'm going to take some Bowdabra bow wire and fold this in half and tuck it underneath. So now, because I've cut this in sort of a diagonal. So what I'm going to do is twist it and have my diagonal going out there. Then I'm going to come back, fold, and twist. And then fold this back and twist Fold it back over here. Oh, actually, I want to make this loop a little bit smaller. So I'm kind of measuring to the corners of the Bowdabra to make my loops. And now I'll fold this back over here and do one last loop in that way. And pull this through, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, separate the ends. The mini is fabulous for flowers. You can also do flowers in the big one, but the mini lets you make really tiny bows, so it makes it easier on your hands. And now you have a cute little hair bow. So I'm going to take this bow, put it aside, and I'm going to make a mixed bow. Oh, no, you know what? Let's do a Mardi Gras bow. So now we're going to make a huge Mardi Gras bow. I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to start with a 21-inch wide deco mesh. And that's what I love with Bowdabra, is you can put these huge ribbons in here. So I'm going to just stand up here so I can grab everything. So now I'm just going to take my deco mesh and make what we call a scrunchy bow in the Bowdabra. Scrunch this down in here, and I'm going to do 2 of these. And I think I have about a yard, so 2 yards of my deco mesh, 21 inches wide. I'm just going to scrunch all that down, and then what we're going to do is take our Chicago ribbon, which is this fun sequin it's really actually sequin remnants. And I love it because it's so fun to work with, and it adds an extra dimension to your bow. And now I'm going to add one more piece of this into my Bowdabra. And you love the lavender. I know, isn't it a pretty deco mesh? I agree. And we're going to lay that in there. And then I'm going to grab my Mardi Gras beads, because you can't have Mardi Gras without the beads. And I'm going to grab my 2 ribbons here. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to double my ribbon. Whoops, everything's popping out. We've got a lot of ribbon in this Bowdabra. We've got 2 yards of deco mesh. Oh, cool, Janet. Janet says she's anxious to try hers now. So now, actually, I'm doing this wrong. I want to have the green on the inside. So we're going to twist that there. And so you can see I'm just doubling up this ribbon here. And I like the green on the inside because it sort of adds a sparkly, and let me get my ribbon out of the way. When we're making such a big bow, it's always almost overwhelming to have all this ribbon in the Bowdabra, but it works. That's what I love about Bowdabra. I don't know, you definitely couldn't make this by hand. It's funny, I have a lot of florists who would say to me when Bowdabra first came out that they didn't need the Bowdabra because they can make all their bows by hand. But now they come to me 20 years later and say, I have arthritis or fibromyalgia or something, and that they're so excited to now have the Bowdabra. So that's what I love about it, is it really lets everybody be creative. And now we're going to twist. And somebody asked me last week to do a bow where you had lots of stuff in it, and how do you shape it out? Well, we're definitely going to show you that today, because I don't think we could get more into the Bowdabra. And let's just lay this down in here. And let's get my wand and give everything a good push. Uh-oh, we didn't silence everything. We did? Okay, sorry, I am getting disturbed by my phone, but we'll just ignore it. And now I'm going to put this aside, pull up my wire, pull my wire from the other side. And now I have my slip knot. So I'm just gonna pull everything through, whoopsie daisy, not around the Bowdabra, but through it, through my slip knot, pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. And I'm gonna pull it out. And that's what's great because I'm not struggling, and I forgot to add the beads in. So we'll add the beads right at the end. I'm gonna separate the ends, bring it around to the back. From New Mexico, hi Del. I'm so excited because I get to see where everybody's. Pam, I feel sorry for you. That really is so bad to have both fibromyalgia and arthritis. So since I forgot to put the beads in, I'm just gonna tie them in at the end because I definitely want the beads, but I could have put these in the Bowdabra. So let's grab my beads here. And my purple, and another purple, another green. So all I'm doing here is just adding it to my, my bow that's, and I'm just going to tie a knot here and bring it, bring it around to the back. And here we go. So we're just going to tie a knot here so everything doesn't fall apart on me. And now we're going to shape it. So we're going to just shape the back of the bow here and lay my beads coming down. So have the beads, and then now I'm going to shape out my bow. And this is a fun ribbon that I found at a trade show a couple years ago. So I'm not sure where I could ever get it again, but I love it because it's got all the colors, and it just it kind of expands, which is really fun. And shape that out. And gold one forgot. And so now we have, let's bring these down that way. We have this really pretty, super big bow for Mardi Gras. And this could be a wreath or door swag in its own. So I'm gonna take this and put it aside. And let's make another little hair bow, and I'm going to use the mini for this one. Or you know what? Let me make. I'm going to actually make a big bow. I had this ribbon that I thought was really fun, and I'm going to use the. Thank you, BJ, and thank you everybody that loves that bow. I know I love that bow too. So we're just going to fold this in half, and I'm going to lay this down into my Bowdabra. And we're going to make kind of what we call a funky bow. So we're just going to take my ribbon and lay this down into my Bowdabra. So the tails come one end, and we're going to mix and match. So I'm going to take, let's see, how much of this did I use? It's probably about 3/4 of a yard. And I'm going to lay this down. We do have our website, we actually ship to Canada. If someone is asking. And oh, I know, isn't this pretty? I think I got this from our spring ribbon kit. And then we'll use the plaid, and then I have, oh, the green. I think this is really pretty. So we're just going to lay the green in here. And what's great about this is with this kind of bow, if you have scraps laying around, you can literally just use your scraps of ribbon. So I'm going to lay this in here. And I'm not really worrying about the lengths. I'm just cutting them as I go. And let's put some more plaid in. And yeah, I love this plaid. It's so springy. And if you're just joining us, don't worry. I'll show you the bows that we've made as soon as I finish this bow. And we are going to definitely pick a winner probably within like the next 5 minutes or so. So stay tuned, and the winner will win some of our scrunchy ribbon, which is what I used in the middle of this bow, so that we made at the beginning. So, oh, I'll put it under here so you can see it. So now lay this down in here, and I'm going to add the flowers in there. So we have some flowers here, and let's just lay this. I just love combining all the different colors of ribbon. And lay one more here. And let's see, we can add a little bit more. Oh, I know, let's add our purple Amelia ribbon and add this. Actually, you know what I can do with this one is I can actually make a little scrunchy bow in the middle. Be kind of fun. Lay this down in there. And now I'm just going to take everything and pull it through, slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out. I'm going to separate the ends and bring it around to the back and tie a knot and double knot it and bring this down, bring these down here. Bring this up here, shape that. And I just love to mix and match the ribbons. And bring these all down there and shape this here. So, yeah, you know what I love too is I ship out all the ribbons. So it's fun for me because I get to see where, you know, the winners are from. And let's see, here we go. So now we have this really pretty bow, which is so colorful. So let me go ahead and we'll go over the bows that we've made. So we made this pretty one, and let me know which one you like the best. This one here, and then we have this one that I just showed you a minute ago. That is our, oh, Britt, thank you so much for joining. Sally, thank you. So we have this one here where we used the scrunchy ribbon in the middle. And then we have our huge, big Mardi Gras bow, which I think came out so fun and pretty, and it's enormous. And then we have our wreath that we made, which was so simple to make. So make sure that you guys, if you haven't watched it, that you go back. And congrats to Sandra June Gras from Oklahoma for winning tonight's roll of scrunchy ribbon. And then we had our pretty little hair bow that we made. And I'll put this back. And last but not least, we have this adorable ribbon flower. So let me know which one you liked. And I'm going to, just for those of you who don't know me, I don't think I even said it, I'm Sandy Sandler. I'm the creator of the Bowdabra. And every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern, we have our Bowdabra Live. It's a half-an-hour show where I show you all kinds of projects you can make with the Bowdabra. So I hope to see you here every Monday. And also don't forget to join our Bowdabra fan gallery. So we're gonna go out with On Life, which is my favorite song now. And I just love it. It's basically talking about being high on life. So I wanna thank you all so much for joining me. And the flowers are so easy, Pam, and you just use wired ribbon. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.